You know, one of the reasons why a lot of journalists, American journalists, don't report on the MLS is because there's not a lot of compelling stories for them to report on, for them to write on. And because the league is not popular, and because most American soccer fans, are European fanboys, journalists are just not motivated to write stories about the MLS. And then when it comes time for them to write a story about the MLS, they really don't know what to write about. Like, the MLS is one of those leagues in America where it's just a big head scratcher for sports journalists to even get into. So, to save the hassle, they just avoid the league at all costs. And this is why this channel is more so dedicated to off the field topics. And the topics that I create, the purpose is to start dialogue and to start conversation. And it also, a lot of my topics in these monologues, it helps journalists to have some kind of idea on what to write about when they have to write about the league. It really does. So look, I know this is a long shot, but why not dream for a moment? Why not dream big for a moment? Memphis Depay. The summer transfer window is still open. I don't know the salary situation for every MLS team. But one thing I do know is LAFC is changing the game. LAFC is making big moves. And LAFC is creating its own rules. And LAFC is setting the standard for how every MLS team that wants to contend, how they should operate. I don't care if it's unethical, neither do I care if it's ethical. The MLS needs players. And when I say players, I'm talking about big time players. You need to give people a reason to show up to your games, American sports fans. You need to find a reason to give American sports fans to show up to your games in the middle of gridiron football season. Why will American sports fans, or why should American sports fans take time off of watching their beloved gridiron football and NBA basketball just to support your league, MLS? The only way this will happen is if more teams continue to be aggressive like LAFC. The Big Five Euros know, MLS, that you are growing and you're growing fast. Memphis Depay is available, and he said that he only wants to play for big clubs. So now the thought is, okay, who are the big clubs in the MLS that could pursue him? When I was reading through the information this morning on Twitter, the first thoughts that came to mind was Atlanta United, LA Galaxy. Now I know LA Galaxy recently signed, they're in the process of getting a 22-year-old player from Barcelona. I don't know the salary cap situation for Atlanta, but why not? At least have a phone call with him. At least fly out there and show him your interest. What about you, Seattle? Even NYCFC. Now I know playing in a baseball stadium will not be attractive to Memphis. But Abu Dhabi, I'm sure you, City Football Group, y'all got a lot of tricks in your sleeves, in your pocket. You can pull something like this off. See, NYCFC, you got the ability to act in the same way LAFC is acting. But the reason why LAFC is more aggressive than you is because they haven't won a championship yet. Listen, I don't know what big MLS club is capable. I would put Miami in that because, David Beckham, he knows people, and the Moss brothers, they got a lot of resources available too. But I'm not sure if Miami is serious about winning championships. And Memphis is serious about winning championships. You see, Atlanta, NYCFC, LAFC, LA Galaxy, and Seattle. Those 5 teams are the biggest clubs in the MLS. And they are serious about winning championships. So, look, I know it's a long shot, but why not pursue? Take a flight out there. Wherever he lives, take a flight out there. Don't only give a phone call. Just take a flight out there. Have a conversation with him. And bring Commissioner Don Garber with you too. I don't care who it is, but one of these 5 teams, either Atlanta, NYCFC, LA Galaxy, Seattle, or LAFC. Just take a flight out there. Call him, have a phone conversation with him, and then just fly out there, meet with him, just talk to him. Just try to get to know where his mindset is and what will it take for him to give the MLS a chance. What will it take for him to give the MLS a shot? Because that preseason match against Miami, I would love to see that performance every week. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of American sports fans and soccer purists and European fanboys that will love to see that performance every week. As a matter of fact, Memphis may be the guy that unifies the average American sports fan with the soccer purists and the European fanboys. Anyhow, on a serious note, one of these big, serious MLS clubs, Atlanta, NYCFC, LAFC, LA Galaxy, or Seattle, have a phone conversation with them. After that, just hop on a plane with Commissioner Don Garber and just have a conversation with him. Just do that. It may end bad. You may not get what you want out of it, but just try.